Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the concept of asymmetric key encryption, guys. Okay, so as I have told you in one of our video, here asymmetric means so two different keys will be there, guys. So you might be thinking that okay, so two different keys means how it will be working. So what are those keys? How can they? Are they similar? Are they what? You will be having many confusions, right? So all those confusions we will be clearing in this lecture, guys. Okay, so please concentrate for some time. You'll be having a clear idea at the end of this lecture, guys. Okay, yes. So here we use two different keys for encryption and decryption. So one for encryption and one for decryption. Okay. So the two keys are nothing but the private key and the public key. So basically private key is your private thing, guys. You will not say to anyone. Okay. The public key is open to everyone. Anyone can come and check your public key, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. So now let us start. So each device has its own public and private key. So here I have written public key with Y, private key with X. This is for first device, and for second device it is X dash and Y dash, guys. Okay, please concentrate, guys. It is really easy. Okay, so whenever A wants to send a message to B, okay, so what does A has, guys? So A has its private key as well as public key, and A knows B's public key, right? So A does is nothing but it encrypts the message with its private key first of all, and then it encrypts the message with the public key of B. Okay, so here it is doing a private key of itself and public key of others to send the message. Okay, so once the message has been received at B, so if you observe, so I told you first we need to do with the X, right? So I'll be writing in this way, guys, X of a message. So again for this we need to do this with Y dash. Okay, so once it is done, okay, so the magic trick which happens here is nothing but here you will be having, okay, so here once it is done, so now you will be initiating with, so once it is received by the receiver, he will be using his private key. So basically his private key and his public key will have a correlation, guys. So basically we don't know what is the correlation, but they two will clash each other. So that is the magic here. So each private and public key, if you multiply, they will clash each other and there will be nothing existing. So here if you observe, so once the message is received by B, he will be multiplying his private key. So indirectly these two will cancel off, and once it is done, then he will be multiplying with Y's public key. So Y's public key will be multiplied with A's public key will be multiplied with A's private key, and these two will also cancel. At the end, he will end up at message. So this is the logic of asymmetric keys, guys. So you'll be having a public key, private key. If he is sending the message, he will be encrypting with his private key and then his public key and sending the message. And once it is received, the second user will use his private key to release it and this private public key to unlock it, right? So in this way, okay, so I'll be just explaining you again, don't worry. So initially the message is encrypted with sender's private key and receiver's public key, okay, and the receiver will use his private key to cancel his public key, and then he will be using the other systems, the sender's public key, and cancelling it, at the end ending up at message. So that's the exact thing which is written here, guys. I hope everyone can go through it once, so it will be clear for you. So at the end we are getting confidentiality and authentication, guys, because here you can say that he is the sender and the message is sent to the exact person, right? Hence both confidentiality and authentication has been done successfully, right? Yes. So I hope everyone got a clear idea on this asymmetric key encryption. So in the next lecture we will be going through the RSA algorithm, guys. This is one of the most popular algorithm in asymmetric keys, and we are also having a Diffie-Hellman algorithm for this. So these two things we'll be discussing in our next lecture, guys. Okay, so let us meet in the next lecture and discuss about RSA algorithm. Okay, thank you, thanks for watching.